This is shocking.
Every day I wonder if the Red Cross can kick me out. I did everything. I followed FEMA, I followed Red Cross. I still have no housing. I don't know where I'm going. There is no rentals that I can afford. I gotta pay my mortgage. I gotta pay on rental that's doubled in the last 3 weeks.
Because right now we're being told we got 30 days. That spikes your anxiety. It stops the healing process. It's hard to be a good parent, a good spouse, a good friend when you think in 30 days you're about to get displaced.
My granddaughter, Isabella, had to escape the inferno of that fire when her mom was 9 months pregnant. My grandson, Xavier, was born 10 days after the fire. He has lived in 3 different places. He's got 2 more days at his current location, and he has to move again. That will be place number 4. He is a month old.
Yes, 56 days since the Maui wildfire. Where are the missing children? What is the actual amount of casualties? How many children were perished? Where are the parents of the missing children? Why nobody has been held accountable? Why the locals are claiming that the death count is much higher? Now Judge Green has taken up a decision to return tourists in this area. According to this article I recently came across, yes, the planned return of tourists to West Maui is only 5 days away, and many Lahaina fire survivors believing and feeling that this date is too early.
Now, let me tell you what will happen on October 8th. Very little. We started slowly. It's 2 months out from the date of the tragedy, and giving people clarity helps. The October 8th in many ways is just as much about November and December as it is about October, because it takes time. It takes like 4 to 6 weeks for anyone to make significant plans. We already, just so you know, have tourists in West Maui. For anyone who thinks that we don't, they just are not fully informed. There are tourists at some of the hotels, and it's going to be a blend, because a lot of what we're doing right now is helping people recover. What people did see in the first couple weeks of this tragedy is something that's never been done elsewhere. We had about 80% of those that were displaced go into hotels. Usually it's 5 to 10% get housed by FEMA and Red Cross, and they shared that with me. So, like I said, this is just a gentle start. As everyone is aware, I'm sure by now, the mayor decided to phase the process in. So I believe only 1 or maybe 2 hotels will be fully opened on that date, on the 8th. And then gradually, he's told me over the course of the month of October, the others will open. But I will give you a different number. It's 8,773. That's the number of people, 8,773, that are now unemployed as a result of the fire. And these individuals need to be able to take care of their families, care for their children. And it's my job as governor to support them.
Yes, I honestly don't see this to be okay. It is not right for you to take up a decision so fast. You have not even given time for these people to recover.
I come here along with a Councilwoman Paulton as one who's been affected, but not to the degree to which the families behind me have been affected who came here from West Maui, who've lost everything. It's because of lack of liquidity and agency. It's because of hard deadlines and messaging that the community is being forced into this position. It's because of this, no mortgage relief, no closing of the loopholes for rental evictions, no relief for businesses, no commercial relief. You can't have an economy unless these are the things our economy needs to stabilize. There's action that can be taken to stabilize our economy now that is not being taken, and now what you have as a result of hard deadlines and worldwide announcements is a community pitted against each other, an island pitted against each other. People who are like, I'm going to lose my home because I can't afford my mortgage, putting pressure on them to go back to work. Meanwhile, they feel sick to their stomach because their community, the people they know, are suffering. This is a trauma that is unseen. I talked to a health professional last night who came from Honolulu to be there to provide immediate emergency services, now traumatized themselves. You can't expect a community to go through this kind of trauma and damage and not have time to heal. Even a professional athlete doesn't get thrown in for 30 carries after coming off of a major surgery. You limit their carries. You see how they do. You are flexible. the community has a way to move forward, to reopen, but it has to be done, as the council member said, with the community at the ground level, not at 30,000 feet, not in places with different time zones. It has to be done here.
You have not even given time for these people to recover, to think out of the box, to see how their life can proceed. I watched a video of Judge Green the other day giving out a procedure that they have to fill, and when you look into that form they were trying to bring out, it tells you one thing: there are some people that are displaced that would not be able to have of these their free accommodations. They are saying it is too early. At least maybe 3-4 months, it could be better. If you see people coming out with the petitions like this, it is to clearly tell you they are fed up. I don't understand what is actually going on with these politicians. Someone said he thinks only about money. It is important tourists should return because people actually depend on this, but that should not be happening. There are still ways that you can do. When you take a look at this article, the planned return of tourists to West Maui is only 5 days away, and many Lahaina fire survivors believing and feeling that this date is too early. On Tuesday, October 3rd, the group Lahaina Strong will be joined by West Maui lawmakers as they deliver over 10,000 petition signatures to Governor Judge Green. Our community is in pain, deep in grief, and physically and emotionally exhausted. The decision to reopen tourism on October 8, when many of our residents neither feel prepared nor capable of extending the aloha spirit to incoming tourists, seems ill-timed on the part of our government. The day-to-day uncertainty that plagues our community must be addressed as a top priority before we even consider reopening, said Lahaina Strong organizer Jordan Rood. The petition is asking the governor to delay the reopening to tourism, pointing out that the community is far from ready, both mentally and physically. We urgently need long-term housing solutions and the assurance of safe schooling and children facility right here in Lahaina. What we don't believe, it is in a hasty, mischief approach by the government just so they can claim they have offered solutions. Like I said, this is the thing. You are thinking only about the profit. How would people like to visit an area where the people are not so coordinated? They are not happy. Like someone said on this video, the aloha spirit is not there. I don't know who is actually giving out this advice. The clear message he's doing this is to paint or give the message to the world that everything is fine. He has provided solutions to everyone. That is just what they're trying to do here.
Hey everybody, aloha from Maui.
On Kauai, to get private tests on water and land because nobody in our government will help us.